Hiya, this is Megan, and this is the Tuesday Studio video visit. We are in the studio again this week. I had to come in today and tidy it up a bit, and I'll tell you why. So, first of all, this is going to be a wee bit less, like I said, which might happen. This is going to be a little less dreamy, a little less excited, a little less creative, and a little bit more like this is where you can go and see my work. It's a balance, isn't it? Those of you that do this gig know that it's a balance between the creating and then the promoting and somewhere kind of in between. So today I had to come in and clean up my space again. It seems like it's always a cycle of complete disarray, clean, complete disarray, clean. So if you remember last week, we talked about the scrolls. And then if you have not yet had a chance to read my Friday studio blog, please do so, because there's a bit of a dreamy bit. If you're missing that dreaminess, you can read more about the scroll, the idea behind the scroll, capturing these sort of visual images, words, anyway, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so the scrolls, various states of different scrolls, different pieces. It's kind of like I'm laying my tools out on the table so I can have a good look at them. This actually kind of reminded me of a mechanical heart. It's a scroll, but it's got this beautiful pink on and then it was twisted, and then I started thinking about, valves and all sorts of stuff. Again, like I say, I really like the fact that these scrolls have this sculptural quality about them. So yeah, I also have a stack of paper out right here. That's that really lovely Indian cotton paper, cotton rag. And there's a few images on there that I started and then stopped, so I've pulled them out because I think I'd like to explore those. So the reason my studio, besides making the scrolls and just getting various things out, the reason the studio got in a bit of a disarray was because getting ready for a show and taking some more work to another gallery. So that's the promotional part of this Tuesday studio video visit. So in Edinburgh, you know that my work is represented by the fabulous Velvet Easel Gallery. That's in Portobello. And you also know, if you pay attention to my page, that a new show, Off the Wall, just opened recently there at the Velvet Easel, and I took 3 small works that had just been framed. I was very excited about the framing job that the Leith Framing Studio, highly recommend them, did on those pieces. So, and 2 out of the 3 sold, and so I think it was Thursday, I took 3 more pieces down to the Velvet Easel Gallery. So if you're in Edinburgh, please pop by the Velvet Easel Gallery. It's a lovely gallery. It's very warm. It's very welcoming. Many of my esteemed peers show their work at the Velvet Easel, so there's lots of work to see and enjoy, purchase, and of course to support the gallery. So a woman-owned business. So please go down to the Velvet Easel the next time you're in Portobello, or make a special trip. If it's nice this weekend, go to the beach, go see some art. It's a beautiful spot. And then yesterday, I packed up and took 5 canvases to the Dancing Light Gallery. And the Dancing Light Gallery is also it's in Edinburgh, but it's in La Mancha, in West Linton. And it's over in this beautiful area that has like an organic farm and a farm store and a cafe, restaurant, a junk store, an antique store, and then this gorgeous contemporary art gallery. And it's in this beautiful setting, tucked into the hills, so you're outside of Edinburgh, and so it's quite idyllic and lovely. So yesterday I went and took 5 pieces there, and that show, which is their spring exhibition, I was delighted to be invited to show as part of their spring exhibition for the first time. So that show opens this weekend. And so there's more information, and of course I'll write about it in my blog this Friday. But, you know, if you're looking for a beautiful kind of country setting to go to, if you like antiques and junk and organic food, and farm animals and all of that, but then you also love high-end quality contemporary art, it's the place for you. It's a really lovely destination. So I'm honored to be showing my work with them. So the wrapping of the paintings and all of that always makes the studio a mess, and it's always getting work out of the studio is a different kind of mindset than actually making art. So that's why I need to come and get things tidied up and cleaned up again. And then tomorrow I'll be diving back down into the work, into the scrolls, into these paper pieces. I was really moved. Last Friday, I went and saw a brilliant documentary, Ne Passaran. It was just on iPlayer. I think last night was the last night to see it on iPlayer. But it's a brilliant film about a few good Scottish men and the action that they took because it was the right thing to do, and the tremendous impact that their action had for people that they didn't even know on another part of the planet. It's a beautiful film. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. It was very uplifting, very joyous. And so I went to a charity screening of that on Friday, and so you paid £10, and there was food and drinks and all of that, and it was in a church hall here in Edinburgh. And then you learned about some charities because all the money that you paid was divided by these 3 charities. And 2 of the charities really spoke to me and really moved me, and I really liked what they were doing. And so I'm thinking maybe in the near future that I would like to create some paintings, some small either paper pieces or small canvas pieces. I haven't quite thought that through. Some way that I could have these pieces go out on a certain day every week, and they would be charity pieces, and then all or part of the proceeds from the sale of those pieces would go to these 2 charities that I was so moved by. So I'm thinking more about that. You know, I'm an artist, and I need help and support from my community and my patrons, but I also feel as an artist I have a little bit of a freedom in a way to, you know, give back when I'm able. And you know, because so many folks are just trying to get from point A to point B, work their workaday job and family and all these things, and it's just so easy for that to be all you can cope with. And right now I find myself in a place where again I would like to be able to give back. So that's something I'm contemplating doing. I'm trying to figure out the best, smartest way to use my art to help with these 2 charities that moved me. I'll be talking more about that. I'm just kind of processing things and thinking about it and all of that right now, but just thought I'd throw that out there. But do see that film. If you haven't seen it already, try to find it. Like I said, it's already off iPlayer, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I know there's a short version that you can see, and that'll give you a nice taste of what it's all about. So I'd highly recommend that. So I guess it's a little bit of a mixed bag. So art and humanity and charity and social action and social justice, and when a few people stand up, and how that makes a difference, and how I want to be able to use my art not only to support myself, which is extremely important, right? Because we have to put our little oxygen mask on before we can help others, but I also want to be able to help others. And so that's where I am. So nice, tidy studio, the scrolls, the dreaminess. If you missed that from last week, you can watch last week's studio blog or Tuesday blog again and read my Friday studio blog. I hope you're well, happy, and inspired wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining me today and previous Tuesdays, and we will talk again soon. and I'll be writing more about these things. So again, do go see my work and support it, and the galleries that show my work. Velvet Easel in Portobello, Dancing Light Gallery in La Mancha, West Linton, Edinburgh, and then of course back home, the Phoenix Gallery in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So again, thank you all very much for your support. Bye.